right now, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we are joined by Norman and Earl, who recently just wrote a short film titled Lost Hope, that is based on the fictionalized stories and events that actually happened in Earl. But right now, they're here to tell us more about the short film and some of the impact and the people and the hearts that it has touched. Gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the show and how are you guys doing? But before we actually get to do that, I think I don't want to spoil it. Let's just show the people, but yes, what do we have here? Check this out.
How to start this, but I just need to get some things off my chest. I'm tired, feeling like I'm nothing more than used goods.
Surprise!
Waar's my invite?
Like I'm broken beyond repair.
Acting like a child who can't handle reality.
I can't live like this.
Look at me. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I know that this is gonna hurt all of you.
There's always consequences. There's consequences to everything.
And I don't want to be the cause of
Put that material!
your pain.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a short film here to by Norman and also Earl. Gentlemen, I want to welcome you again to the show. And how are you guys doing today?
Awesome. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you so much for having us. We're good.
It's great having you guys here. I mean, we haven't really lost the hope, but we are here. But I want to ask, get straight into it. Tell us more about Lost Hope, the inspiration behind it, and why did you guys feel like to touch on bases like trauma and some of the things that you touch on?
I think Earl's the guy for that one.
So this film is based on a true story.
Yes, sir.
It comes from it was born out of a need for me as a male survivor of gender-based violence and sexual assault in my childhood. Growing up with all of that on my spirit, on my heart, and the consequences of childhood sexual violence manifesting as an adult in various things, but to name just a few, mental health issues, struggling, battling, fighting every day with anxiety and depression, suicide issues, being confused about your sexuality, and not seeing that being represented in film and TV in South Africa, especially from my community where these issues are swept under the carpet. It's taboo. You can't speak about it, and if you do, there's repercussions. But I decided that my pain needs to have a purpose.
Yes, sir.
And in finding my voice, we are hoping to give other survivors and other silent survivors a chance to find the courage to speak up, because when you speak about things, speaking leads to healing.
Oh, yes. You do get to touch base on very important matters that actually happened in your life and also things that are actually out there in the community. And one of the things that you actually get to highlight, you speak about your health. And it's when you speak about men's health, it's something that a lot of people don't really want to have a conversation about, or they don't really want to talk about it or recognize it as something that is actually real. So how do you get to be in a stage where, because it comes with vulnerability for you to actually come out and say stuff like that. So how did the concept and be like, okay, I want us to have this aim where we are approaching this matter in this way. So what was the formula you guys actually planned to actually get to tackle this issue?
I think, to put yourself out there is very scary, but it has to be said. You have to take that leap.
Yes,
and Earl started the gap a couple of years ago. I came on afterwards. He tried to, initially put out the story, and I came on and I recreated the story, and then we reproduced it from there.
Yes, sir.
And I think it just now was the right time. We all came together, the right skills, the right time, and it was the right time for us.
Because the initial film that I made in 2018, I walked away and I felt that it was missing so many things. I wasn't happy with the final product. But the thing is, when you put in the work, our creator meets you halfway.
Oh, nice.
And the universe will bring the right people into your space. And we've been friends on social media for quite some time.
Oh, nice.
And I was sitting thinking, like, this story needs to be told, but it needs to be told in the right way by the right people. And then we ended up having a conversation because we both worked on different sides of the camera on Arensvlei.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how, but I sent him, or I don't know why, but I ended up in a conversation on Facebook Messenger with him. One thing led to another. He came on board and he took what my story that I wrote, because I'm not a writer.
Yes.
I'm not a writer, but I've got so many things to say. And he took what I wrote, he turned it into a script.
Yes.
He was the DOP, he was the editor,
Like
the
basically
director.
everything.
That's what happens when you don't have money, but you've got a vision. By fire, by force, your story will be told.
Yes,
And we had no cameras. We recorded with cell phones.
On an iPhone.
On an iPhone.
On
You
an
guys are so
iPhone.
creative, but unfortunately we ran out of time. I hate that. But I want to ask quickly, for anyone who'd like to watch the movie quickly, where can we get a hold of
The
it?
starting point is go to our Facebook page,
Yes, sir.
is Lost Hope Short Film. And then from there you'll get all the details. You can just follow us and then you'll stay updated.
Because we have
according
more
to-
screenings coming up. We've had, but we have more screenings coming up. So check out our Lost Hope Film page on Facebook.
Yes, so there you have it, ladies and gents. Please make sure that you do check out The Lost Hope. But right now, let's go to an ad break. Ish kushushula. Samir.